All right, Idris, what do you got for us today? That's not supposed to be in there. I think we did 2 death ladies last time. Let's go fire and a time. Chandra and Teferi. And as always, guys, we're looking for the goodest boy, Rin and Seri Inseperable. Obligatory big bag, big pack thing. Let's get into the first pack. Okay, so first one's gonna be you. Spellgorger weird. Non-creature spells non-creature spells buff him. That's a pretty cool spell. Whoop. Another run afoul. Let's get into the next one. It's going to be a swift response. Destroy target trapped creature. It's a good little combat trick. All right, next card is going to be Hobble Fiend. Ooh, I don't think I've gotten this one before. Trample. Pay 1, sack another creature. Put a 1/1 counter on him. Cool, so you can grow him a little bit. That's kind of cool. All right, next one is going to be Wall of Runes. Defender, 0/4. When he enters the battlefield, scry 1. Cool. All right, so the next one's going to be Sure Strike. +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Cool combat trick for red. Next one's going to be Defiant Strike. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Some good card draw for white. Next one's going to be Crypt Lurker. Got a few of him already. Enters the battlefield, you may sack a creature or discard a creature card. If you do, draw a card. Cool. Next one's going to be Short Sword. Another Short Sword. +1/+1 for 1. Equip for 1. Everything's 1 on the Short Sword. All right, next one's going to be Masked Blackguard. Flash. Pay 2. Give him +1/+1. So you can buff him a few times at the end of the turn until end of turn. Next card's going to be, what do we got? We got 3 uncommons. We got a bird and a forest. All right, so we got 3 uncommons and a rare. Let's see. Warden of the Woods. 6 mana, 5/7, vigilant. Whenever he becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw 2 cards. Oh, that's cool. Give you a little bit of a draw card. All right, next uncommon's going to be Sanctum of Calm Waters. Another Sanctum. I'm going to start building my Sanctum deck. That's going to be fun. Next uncommon's going to be Furious Rise. An enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. It's kind of whatever. It could be cool. All right, next one's going to be Volcanic Salvo. 11 mana. Wow, Jesus. 11 mana. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Oh, there you go. So minimum of 2 red. It deals 6 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. Jeez, that's 12 damage total. Man. Jeez, that's a cool card. All right, let me get this cleaned up and we'll get into the next pack. All right, Chandra, what do you have for us today? You have a very loose pack, you do. All right. First common. Portcullis Vine. Defender, pay 2 and sack a defender. Draw a card. Classic. For 1 mana, 0/3. Boom. Next card. Rousing Reed. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. Cool, so you can give buff and give flying to a guy. That's pretty good. Next one's going to be Bone Pit Brute. 6 mana, 4/5 with Menace. When he enters the battlefield, target creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Cool. That's a pretty big dude. Next one is going to be Garruk's Gorehorn. 5 mana, 7/3. I've seen the showcase version of this card, and it's pretty cool. It doesn't have any text down here. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Next one's going to be Spined Megalodon. I got one of these in the last few packs. Hexproof, 5/7 for 7. When he attacks, you can scry 1. That's pretty cool. All right, next one's going to be Life Goes On. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you get 8 life instead. For 1 mana, 8 life. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Next one's going to be Celestial Enforcer. 3 mana, 2/3. Pay 2, tap him. Tap target creature. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with flying. Seen that one before. All right, next one's going to be Titanic Growth. Classic, 2 mana. Buff a creature for a combat trick. That's a cool card. Love that card. Great for green. Next comment's going to be Fetid Imp. For 2 mana, 1/2 flying. Gains Death Touch for 1 mana until end of turn. Classic little blocker, a little bit of an evasion tactic. Next one's going to be Prismite. 2 mana, 2/1. Pay 2, add 1 mana of any color. This is not a very good mana rock because it's half as efficient as just having mana, so that's kind of whatever. Next one's going to be Alright, so we're into our uncommons, which means we've got a Goblin Wizard and a Tranquil Cove. Put those up there. Alright, so for our first uncommon, it is a Experimental Overload. 2 blue and a red sorcery. Create an XX blue and red weird creature token where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Then you may return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Experimental Overload. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty insane little weird creature thing. Next one's going to be Angelic Ascension. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Cool. That turns anything into a 4/4 white angel. Next one's going to be Miscast. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. It's only 1 mana. That's a pretty good counter spell. I might add that to my Niv Mizzet deck. And for the rare, what's it going to be? Is it going to be our goodest boy, Rin and Seri Inseperable? Maybe not. Maybe it is. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, we got the Ugin. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hell yeah. That is a great pull. That's a great pull. Oh, man. Hell yes. That's the Showcase Ugin. Oh. Well, I mean, that couldn't have gone any better, so I'll see you guys on the next one, I guess. Next one's probably not going to be as good as the friggin' Ugin, but we'll see you next time.